Hey, my name's Megan and I love trying makeup. Today I'm going to be trying out the new BYS Cosmetics Crystal range, including this new gorgeous palette of theirs. So that's the inside right there. So, along with that, today I'm going to be trying out the new blushes from that collection. There's a gorgeous highlighter, some setting sprays featuring crystals, which is so cool. I'm actually also going to be trying out the new Luxe lipstick, which I've got here. So, you'll see my opinions and thoughts as I go and at the end, but also, yeah, keep watching to find out how I create this look using all these products. And we'll get into the video now. So I'm obviously going to use the Crystal palette for my eyes and just start there. So I'm probably going to, I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use, but yeah, we've got different textures in here. So we have quite a few mattes, but then we've also got this colour here, this colour here, and this yellow up here. They're like a new foiled sort of moussey texture. They're pretty cool and nice, and they're really duochromy, so they give really nice effect on the eyes. So I'm just going to start by using Sandstone, I think. Right here it's like a warm brown matte colour, and I'm just going to put that straight into the crease pretty much. Now, I like to really stamp it into my eye socket. I might just zoom you in so you can see a bit better, because it is quite hard to see otherwise. Okay, there we are. So, just kind of stamping it in like that. Stamp, and then blend. And just to go with the other eye. Now, usually when I do my eye looks online, I'll just do one eye. So today it's a bit of a weird one for me to be doing two proper eyes. Now, this is a very rushed sort of first colour. I basically just want to pack as much pigment in as possible, and I'm not being too fussy. Okay, now I'm going to go in with colour next to it called Healing. Tap off the excess, and just cool it off a little bit, I guess, and further blending it out. Now, if you have to, go in with a clean brush, and again, just blend it out. Sometimes when you've got pigment on your brush, it just doesn't want to blend very well. Now, literally just keep building it up until you're happy with it. I'm happy with the colour, density, all that. I might just keep going a little bit more, and then I'll come back. Okay, so that's what we're up to. I actually did blend it a little bit higher into my brow bone on the inside area here, and then on the outside I really made sure I kept a bit of space around here, and tried to make it more of a rounded shape. That's sort of as dark as I can get it with this particular palette, unless I dip into a darker shade from another palette. Now, I'm going to use that gorgeous purple just on the outside area of my eye, just to add a little bit more colour and depth to it. It is a shimmer, but it's the only sort of purple we have in this palette. So we're going to do it, and then I'm going to cut the crease. And then just blend it all out with Psychic, actually. We're going to blend it with Psychic. A bit more of a... Okay. Now, any sort of fallout, this will be the time to get rid of it. And any extra blending, it'd be a good time to just grab a clean brush and just blend out the edges, just to make sure it's 100% ready before we cut a crease. For the cut crease, I'm going to take a flat paddle brush and literally just get some concealer or really thick foundations. I'm going to use my Kat Von D foundation here just because as I said, I really want to get rid of it, and it works well for my eye area. I always like to put a little bit on my hand first and then dip in with that flat brush, just to really coat it well without getting too much product, because when you dip in straight from your concealer or whatever, often you'll get a large build up in a certain area, but you really want an even coverage on your brush. And that's why I use my hand. Anyway, so, okay. Now, to cut the crease, we're going to start on the inside corner there. And then there's different techniques you can use. So you can either stamp it in the exact location you want, or swipe. Now, I like to do a bit of both. Now remember, not everyone has the same eye shape here, so not everything is going to work for you. Now, if I go quiet, it's because I'm really focusing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do my fancy eye with this one. Okay. So, now that we've done that, we're going to and a flick. Now, I'm going to have to heighten this a little bit more to really get the shape. But once you're happy with the shape, yeah, I don't know. Now, I'm going to heighten this a little bit more to suit my eye shape. But once you're happy with it, we're just going to blend out this outer area there with your finger. Make sure there's enough there. Yep. It looks pretty cool there. There we go. And that's how you get the cut crease with a little bit of flick. I'll be back in just a sec. I'll do the other eye. Okay, so we're back. So I've done both eyes there, and that's how it's looking so far. Pretty happy with it. Now, because my eyes are a little bit wet from all that concealer, none of these shades in here, none of the light shimmers, that is, have a dry sort of formula. So I'm going to go in with Quartz and just kind of set that first. Just so I can, yeah, because that's the best way to make these perform over concealer in my opinion, having a dry base. Now, so this Quartz color is not only going to set it, but it's also going to provide a whiter base for those other shades. And that's pretty much done. So now we're going to go in with Recharge. Go into the outer corner with a packing brush. Recharge. And just do that. I'm just going to add some colour into it before we go over it. There we are. Pretty. You're going to want another synthetic flat brush. So you can either just wipe the excess of the previous one or get a new one. So I'm going to go with Diamond. Swipe it on. And these do work better with your finger, but because we're doing some precision work today, that's not really an option. Just pack as much as you can on. And don't go too far into that outer corner or obviously over the line. And then I'm going to go in that gorgeous yellow called Crystal Dust. And I might just add a bit, mix a bit in here. So you've got some dimension going here. And then I might bring that Crystal Dust into that little wing here. Gonna clean it up. Okay, so we've completely done that. Both eyes are done. Now we're going to do the under eye. So a little bit on the outside there, using a packing brush. And then go in with Sidekick, just to soften it up and blend it out there. And that is my eyes all done. Okay, so before I apply my lashes, I am just going to use a bit of the BYS Big and Bold Mascara. I love this one because it has a similar brush to the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, except it doesn't have that gross formula. that the Too Faced one has. This is a pretty normal mascara formula. There we go. Yeah, we're back just after I finished my lashes off. Okay, I swear that honestly took me like half an hour to apply these lashes. I'm really bad at lashes. I even managed to rip one and I'm so devo. So I ended up using the Darling style of lashes. They're like a triple layer lash. They're really thick and dramatic. It probably is a little bit too dramatic for this look, but we'll just go with it. Now, I'm going to apply some blush. So, in this collection, they released 2 gorgeous shades. So one is called Crystal Pink and one is called Rose Quartz. So Rose Quartz is a bit too bright for me. I'm not usually a blush person, but Crystal Pink might be more my thing. So I'm just going to apply it. Evenly coat the brush, get off the excess, and then apples of the cheeks. Apples of the cheeks. Very lightly. Literally you can get distracted for half a second and ruin your whole face with blush. That's, yeah, my problem with it. That's alright. I'll deal with it. And the crystal highlighter I'll use, so this one is called Energy, this shade. It's a really gorgeous sort of shimmery highlighter. You can sort of see it there. So every highlight I've tried from BYS I've absolutely loved. And this one is more of a glittery sort of formula compared to usual, but it's still really nice. I'm actually going to use a fan brush. So much pigment. So seriously, I wish I could just drown myself in this highlighter. Cupid's bow, bridge to the nose. So as my battery is dying, I did just apply a little bit also in the inner corners of my eyes, and it makes so much more difference to the look. Quickly, I'm just going to apply some lipstick. So BYS released these new Luxe lipsticks. So I have so many to choose from. There are 12 different shades. I think Man Eater might be the softest pink, so I might just use that. See how gorgeous it is here, even though it doesn't really want to focus. Okay, so Man Eater. Look how gorgeous that shade is. Okay, so this is literally also my first impressions of applying this to my lips. Okay, so far so good. Like sometimes you can struggle by putting a lipstick straight into a sort of foundation base, but it seems to have no problem. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm actually really impressed by this, honestly. I'm probably like 90% or more a liquid lip girl. It's like what I use every day pretty much almost, but like this bulk lipstick actually might become my new go-to. It definitely suits my look. It's a very nude sort of everyday colour for me and it suits me. Usually I go for warmer tones, but this one actually works really well. It's like a soft pink. So got all of that pretty much sorted now. Visually it's all done, but I'm just going to finish it off with one of the setting sprays. So now I absolutely love the look of both of these. So the Rose Quartz one helps with boosting energy and rejuvenating the skin, whereas Quartz helps to calm and balance the skin. So based on that, I might use the Rose Quartz one today to really help boost energy. So I don't know why I'm bothering shaking it. Probably shouldn't, but anyway, just gonna spray it obviously down, a line down that way, and then an X. We're all done pretty much. That's my full look. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if this is the sort of thing that you want to see more of. Would you like to see just eye tutorials, full face things? Obviously this one today was just sort of using the new products from the collection from BYS Cosmetics. But yeah, I'd really love to do more videos like this, so let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm just going to go through finally and go through every product that I've just used and give my final thoughts on all of it. Okay, so these blushes, so usually I'm not a blush girl, so I probably am not the best person to give a review on these, but I did like it. It was quite smooth. It's definitely pigmented for sure. You don't have to worry about that. And I absolutely love the packaging. So, I don't know, I'd still say go for it. It's so cute and gorgeous. I absolutely love these setting sprays, honestly. Like, the idea that they have little crystals in them is so cool, and they're like so cheap and affordable as well. So honestly, even for the sake of just sitting on my bench, I would 100% buy these again. They're so cool. So I've only worn this obviously for like 5 minutes now, so I can't really give a proper review on how long it will set my face for, but literally based on the crystal aspect of it and the healing properties that crystals have, it's, oh, such a good buy. And this highlighter right here, so obviously I've already said I love all BYS highlighters to bits, like every single one of them. This one's no exception. So it is more of a glittery highlight, but honestly, like, it's still gorgeous. So it just depends, I guess, on what sort of thing you like. All of their highlighters are really sort of shiny and glowy. You know, a little can go a long way, or you can build it up to be incredibly intense too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just always 100% on their highlighters. So if you're a little bit not into the more glittery sort of intense highlights, maybe it's not for you. But honestly, like, for me, it's 100% yes. I love it. Okay, now this palette. Let us talk about this. So I absolutely love these new formulas here, the Moussey formulas. I thought I'd hate them at first, but I love them. They definitely have to go over a set base though. They won't work over a concealer or a foundation or anything like that. An eye primer, whatever. You have to set it first and then apply it. It works with a brush, fine, just like a flat synthetic brush. You need to finger for them to get the best sort of pigment. There's a couple of shades in here I haven't used. Like, I haven't used this guy right here. I've barely touched this one. The grey I don't really use just because I'm not really into greys in my eyeshadow. This colour here and this colour here especially are like my favourites, and I always love a warm brown matte colour. So it is more, to me, a more pastel sort of paler palette. You can't do any intense, really deep cut creases with this one. You can always mix and match with another palette though. You can do a lot with it, honestly. But yeah, a really gorgeous palette, and it's probably one of those palettes that I don't see every day. Some brands just releasing the same palette and copying from each other, but that one actually is honestly one of the more unique palettes that I've seen. It just depends on you, I guess, what your opinions are on the colour range. I'll go back to these lipsticks again quickly just to reiterate. I absolutely love them already. I've only tried this one colour, but again, after 5 minutes, it's not too tacky. It has a really, really smooth feeling to my lips, and I honestly wouldn't even know that it's only a $7.95 lipstick. Like, just perhaps grab one. You're probably going to end up grabbing like 10 because there are 12 colours. And there are so many gorgeous colours. But honestly, yeah, I actually 100% recommend this lipstick. Of all the things today, this is the best buy you'll get. Like, it's incredible, actually. So there we go. There's my final opinions and thoughts. Yeah, so again, like, let me know what you thought of this video in the comments. Please follow me on Instagram. Check it out. And if you've come from my Instagram to here, let me know as well. I love to know sort of where everyone's coming from. So thank you, and hopefully see you again soon. So bye.